Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to get into a collective message. Today we're talking about love. So it's so funny because this deck I've been using a little bit more lately. It's my Archangel deck. However, it doesn't usually talk about relationships directly, but this one, the first card is relationship harmony. And it's funny because I kind of forgot that that was even a card in this deck because I almost never pull it. I'm gonna be clarifying the energy with this astrology deck. So relationship harmony with patience is here so far. Spirit is essentially stepping forward to say that the angels are opening the heart to everyone involved. So you maybe have had like some sort of conflict with a person. Doesn't have to be a literal argument, but it feels like there's some sort of like conflict that you've had with someone. There's been a lot of patience, but there still is more patience needed right now. Like nurturing and patience. And it's funny because patience says nurturing and patience, and we have nurture at the bottom of the deck. So the nurture card talks about like the inner child. So it says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. And I feel like in this case, because it's likely to adults, I don't know if any teens watch me, but adults or whatever, young adults, it feels like this would be both people's inner childs. I've kind of gotten this type of channel before as it relates to couples or relationships, connections. It feels like sometimes there are connections, the ones that are really triggering, a lot of times it's your inner child's kind of fighting each other, where it's like, I want to be heard, no, I want to be heard, especially when you have someone who kind of reflects those core wounds. So that could be very significant. Maybe you don't even realize that though, because I feel like if you're not super big into, I don't even know what to say, like the concepts, like if you're not super big into like the labels of things, if you're not someone who can like easily identify, okay, this is child, inner child, this is shadow work, this is this, then you maybe don't even notice, because it's not like something that you just, oh, that's our inner childs are fighting. That's not like a really common thing. So yeah, I feel like that is like the dynamic that I'm kind of getting here. Yeah, it does seem like there's been an entrance into some 222 on the clock confirmation. There's been some sort of entrance into a new perception maybe that allows the two people involved here to collaborate or be more in an alliance. And so what I'm getting from that is it feels like the dynamic is shaping up to where you guys learn that you're on each other's side. So instead of like constantly working against each other, you can see each other as like, okay, like we're locked in, this is a partnership. The term locked in has been kind of significant for the last 24 hours, but yeah, that's how this kind of feels. Like maybe you've been with someone where maybe you were on and off, or you guys were just like at some sort of odds, but it feels like now there's this understanding of like, oh wait, what if we just fucking work together? Like, what would it look like if we actually just stopped fighting each other and we just work together? Like, maybe this is somebody where you guys obviously really care about each other, and maybe this is a person where you guys are going to be reaching a point where you understand, like, we're in this, like, we keep coming back together, like, why do we even fight it? Like, let's just, whatever that looks like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, let's get into a relationship, but there is this energy. Feels like, again, there's this energy where I think you guys are starting to, or maybe it's specifically them, yeah, change at the bottom. I feel like either you both or them, whoever is the one who's maybe, no, it feels like both of you. I'm gonna stand on that because I have two clarifiers to this. Okay, so it feels like both people are in this energy where you're about to be headed into a time where it's like you have a shift in perspective where you're understanding, you know what, like we want to be in each other's lives, so let's just ride the wave and maybe stop trying to resist it, whatever it looks like. I'm not necessarily at this exact time feeling like this is an energy of like, okay, let's just be in a relationship or anything like that, but it does feel like there's this perspective shift because you guys both have like immense feelings for each other to some degree. So on the left side we have Mars, which talks about motion. Left is usually the feminine side, so if you are feminine energy, you could be the one where it's like, I want action, I want forward movement. On the right side we have Sun, which talks about source, but this is like divine masculine energy. So it feels like the masculine energy just wants like illumination, clarity, maybe even to like make things clear, to like provide clarity, whatever. It's like they just want to understand, like, okay, what does this mean, or where is this going, etc. Like even this could be to themselves, like they want to understand their own feelings or something like that. So that's what I'm getting for that. Let me get a little tarot. Tell me more about this energy. So the overall message here is that spirit is kind of working to help a connection come together in some sort of way, but it's more about the harmony of the connection. So it's more about like finding balance. Okay, so yeah, we have the Emperor as the first card out, and this is coming on top of the relationship harmony energy. So I do feel like there's this energy of like control, also maybe a little bit of avoidance, which is what leads to the conflict. It's like, and honestly, this could even be the other energy here. Like one of you may come off, yeah, literally the Empress. We have the Emperor and the Empress. So it's like, for the Empress, the feminine energy, you may come off like, okay, let me give a little bit emotionally, let me be cutesy and sweet. Like you're very intuitive, you're very smart. If this is you, if you're the feminine, it's like the feminine energy is very intuitive and smart. But the feminine energy is like, okay, I'm not gonna overgive, I'm not gonna like love bomb you, but I do want to move things forward emotionally. So here and there, I'm gonna try to like do something cutesy to let you know that I'm interested. But she's not desperate, she's not dumb, she's nothing like that. This feminine energy connected to this, she's actually really wise and smart. But it's almost like with the Empress, you, if this is you or whoever the feminine energy is, there is this little bit of like coming off less than you actually are, because whatever reason, like trying to maybe appease or being a little bit of, I don't know, let me see. Wow, what is this? And then the Hangman came out with it, which I wasn't originally reading that with it, because it's like this Empress is really enlightened. So why the Page of Cups? Like the Five of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like you don't realize this, but it's this like little baby energy that actually is like a form of self-sabotage. And I understand why the Empress would want to come with this approach when it comes to this Emperor, because this Emperor seems to be like, I only got one card for the Emperor, but I can just feel how the Emperor may just be a little bit like almost flighty is the word I want to say. Let me get some energy on him. The Hermit. So the Emperor feels like this is somebody who really kind of keeps to themselves, at least as it relates to this Empress. Like they may come in and give some energy, but then they come back. They want control. A lot of this has to do with the past, whether it's the past with this person or in general. It feels like the Emperor has learned, like, I need to lock my light away. That is the mature thing to do. That is the wise thing to do. I need to like hide what makes me special and what makes me shine, because in the past, when I unlocked what made me shine, people took advantage of it. This could be like familial wounds. Versus the Empress is coming through with this like, I'm enlightened and it's not tied, it's not locked away. I see everything, I see it from all different perspectives. I'm extremely intuitive. However, this Empress, as intuitive as she is, she's like, okay, here we go, this like little Page of Cups. And it feels almost like the Empress in some way dilutes her own energy. There's this fear of being authentic, but it's actually so ironic, because I feel like authenticity, like the Empress being in her High Priestess and Hangman energy, would actually be more appeasable, which, not to say that you should be trying to appease to anybody, but it would be. I feel like it actually would be beneficial to just be yourself. Which may feel hard, because with the Fish in the Page of Cups, it's like there's this energy of like, yeah, I have emotions, but I may be a little bit like awkward, or because, you know, fishes are like slippery, especially when it's in a cup. It's probably trying to like bounce around and get out of the cup. It wants to be in the water, and the water is like emotional depth. So it feels like the Empress is coming out of the water, and she's like, okay, well, let me bring a little piece of me to give to this Emperor. But you're just better off being in the water. Just be in the water. Like, I don't know if this is an energy of like trying to hold back how deeply you feel for this person, how much they fulfill you, or just how deep you are in general, especially with the way this person is, because their energy is looking away. from the Empress. Like the Hermit and the Five of Cups is looking in that direction. However, the Emperor and the Empress are both looking forward. So it feels like energetically you guys are kind of like on the same wavelength, but the way you move, the actual actions, 444, the actions that you take, it kind of like moves you guys apart. Well, it moves them kind of apart, and then it feels like, because all your energy is looking at them, but theirs is looking that way. Also, I'm noticing that they're on the left and you're on the right, so you may be in a more like, I need to take action, like I said with Mars. It's like, I need to like go towards this. I think what it is on a deeper level, even, it's not necessarily even about like, oh, emotional whatever, maturity, depth. It's more about receptivity, like allowing things to just be whatever they are, without maybe trying to force clarity or like make emotional offers. Like you may, like every time you're connected to this person, you start thinking, do they want me to say this? Do they want me to do they want? And it's like, just vibe, twin. Like just vibe. Let this person do what they want to do. So let me see. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, like when you're connected to this person, you're being encouraged to still just continue to focus on yourself. And when they come in to collaborate with you, then yeah, collaborate. But there may be moments, Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, where it's like 1 minute they are collaborating, 1 minute they're pulling away. And that just is what it is. Like that energy should not be destabilized into you if you're the true Empress, Queen of Pentacles. And the High Priestess, even. Like a priestess isn't over here like, oh my God, is he texting me back? I need to make an emotional expression, whatever. No, she ain't doing that. A priestess is focused on herself, her own intuition. And the Empress and the Priestess both should be receptive. Like, but it's like your energy is over here on the right. And it's like, I need to do more. I have to, like, I think you're just getting too much in your head. It's like, I'm feeling like you're almost too enlightened, to the point where you may have this insight to why this person does the things that they do. And then it makes you want to overperform. 222 now on the time. 16, a lot of synchronicities. But yeah, 222 is very significant. But yeah, there's this energy where it's like you may have a tendency to be so insightful and intellectual that you overdo it. You're doing too much, basically. No shade. You're doing too much, baby. Chill out. Step back. Let this person come towards you. So I asked for the antidote and I got courage, but I dropped it on the masculine side. So it feels like the masculine needs to have courage, 7-11, to take action, or let's see, have courage to do what? Yeah, the Nine of Swords. This person deals with a lot of illusions and fears, maybe even choices, because the Seven of Cups wanted to flip reverse, which is like making a choice. But that also could be an energy of like feeling like there is no choice. And then this is an art card, and the way I interpret this card in this deck is there's almost like this battle between ego and authenticity. It's like two people who could work out, but there's this like battle of the egos of some sort. So it feels like this person is at odds with themselves and therefore is at odds with you. So you may find that you don't see any movement with this person oftentimes, and then you're like, okay, well, let me just make the movement because I want movement. But it's like, just let this person do what they do. With the Lovers in this art card, this one talks kind of like about like unconditional love, like a really reverent, deep love. This person cares about you and they're capable of making the choice to align with this connection, but it has to be their choice. So I feel like your energy where you're constantly trying to push things forward, it's not actually helping, it's actually hurting the connection. And if this doesn't resonate now, this could be a predictive energy where this person is about to come in and there's going to be an opportunity where you may end up feeling like you want to do this and Spirit is like, don't do this. So what do they need to be doing instead? Clairaudience. This card talks about noticing the guidance that you hear in your mind or from other people. And that could even be through like songs. And then angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So yeah, I think right now it's hello. It's as simple as like praying. Like help me angels. What do? I don't know what to do. Help take my anxiety away so I can just go with the flow. I dropped the Uranus card, which talks about like shift change, but this is also Neptune, so that's like Pisces energy. So there's a need to maybe get out of your head, literally. Like you need to get out of your head, and so do they. But underneath that, it revealed Jupiter, which is abundance. That's Sagittarius, and who else is Jupiter? It's Sagittarius. I can't remember the other sign. Clarify this. So yeah, I think it's just a need of like, stop trying to overperform. Just vibe. Really, genuinely, you need to just focus on yourself. Like, your happiness should not be destabilized by what this person does. Just let them do what they do. Like, I don't think this is ever going to be a dynamic with the way this person is at this current time. The concept that they're just going to come in and sweep you off your feet and magically start expressing themselves, and I don't think that's realistic because of the wounds that this person carries. However, this person still wants to take action towards you in this connection because they do feel this really deep magnetic pull. But they have all these other things that they haven't 100% worked through. And I can see that you've worked through yours, but again, it's almost like you use that as a way to manipulate energy. I don't think you're doing this consciously, but again, just vibe. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This is an energy where it's like, reserve your energy, only give when you're given to. Don't just be out here handing out energy, even to this person. Like, yeah, you come out as the Emperor and the Empress, but your energies, you know, think about how we started. They're not harmonious. So what you're doing is actually not what you're meant to be doing, and what you should be doing is just being yourself. It's okay to let your Queen of Swords energy come out. It actually might inspire this person more. Again, your authenticity is what's going to inspire this person, but I'm especially feeling like that Swords energy where it's like, I know my worth, I have discernment, I'm not easily impressed, I'm not gonna chase you. The fuck are you being the why are you being the Page of Cups when you're dealing with an Emperor? This person, they need to, first of all, get their whole ass, they need to get over on the right, and you need to get over on the left. Y'all ain't nothing clicking for nobody, okay? But I can only talk to you because you're the one who's getting the reading, likely a feminine. If you are the masculine, baby. But for the feminine, I feel like you're gonna inspire this person by being authentic and having self-control. Because the thing about it is, especially with masculine energies, the way they work, they love that kind of chase. They love that almost like competitive, like, oh, like, I have to do this, I have to, like, they're action oriented naturally. Like, that's their innate like biological kind of energy. So when you're pursuing them, while their ego may like it, I mean, they're literally on the left. So that means that this person is used to receiving, and they're maybe not as comfortable with or practice as it comes to giving. You know how that happens for a masculine? It's because they have all these feminine energies that they meet who enable them, who low-key, like, you're not doing crazy with the Page of Cups, that's not much, but still on some degree you're being the pursuer, and that just enables this person to keep being over here ready to receive, but they don't actually like it, they don't actually feel satisfied with it, and they end up running away or focusing their energy elsewhere because they're not actually being fulfilled in that energy. So this person keeps being drawn back to you because they do genuinely care about you and want a connection, but then they might, like, I don't think this person consciously, 22 o'clock, I don't think this person consciously is in the energy of like, oh my gosh, like, I'm getting turned off by this person because they're pursuing me. I don't know what it is that they're thinking, but I don't think it's necessarily that. But on an energetic level, I feel like the reason why the energies cannot be harmonious is because both people are not really doing what they're naturally meant to do. And I say that very lightly because perception is reality, but most feminine energies want to be pursued and most masculine energies want to pursue. So naturally, that's how I'm going to read the energy. But I mean, if you feel like, no, I'm not even going to go there. That's a whole nother topic. So yeah, I'm basically getting that as the message. Your advice is just to vibe, especially if this hasn't happened yet and this person is about to come in. It's like, just vibe, allow this to unfold naturally and stop trying to like force things. Like, this is one of those things that just may move hella slow, and I think that that's totally okay. Yeah, life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And we started off with relationship harmony. Moon cycles as well. So something could be significant about the next moon cycle. We just had a new moon, so the new moon could have been significant for this energy, or it could be the full moon that would be coming up next. I do feel like there's some action that's going to be taken, and there is a potential to ground into something long term. But the thing about aces, it's just potential. Like, you can only actually tangibly build on something if you guys both use your free will in a way that is harmonious to building towards this 10 of cups. Or yeah, we saw 10 of cups too, but the 10 of pentacles, 10 of cups, whatever, a relationship, longevity, or whatever that may be, confirmation. So that is what I'm getting. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to book a reading with me, I will have everything linked below, as well as my Patreon.